Of all the rooms of my life, this is my favorite room. Never had an opportunity like this, but I was a crazy college football coach. You got to be half crazy to do that. And I was at 5 different schools coaching. Texas Tech, way back when Bill Parcells was our defensive coordinator and Romeo Cornell was our defensive end coach. Both of them head coaches in the National Football League. And Steve Sloan was a head coach. And then I was at Ole Miss with Steve Sloan and that entire staff there. Then we were at Duke. After Duke, we went to the University of Alabama. And then we were at the University of Kentucky, where I went up there with Bill Curry, and I was his assistant head coach. This is kind of our life story. This is my life story, and it's fun to have. And you move around the room a little bit, and I have a desk here so people can think I've worked hard at one time. I really didn't, but you know, I just thought it looked like maybe I was a hard worker. And then from there, I started a whole new life. Coaches don't really. There's 3 kinds of coaches. There's those that have been fired, those that are going to get fired, and there's Nick Saban. And I was in that category of getting fired. And when I did, I started representing professional athletes. So on this wall, starting here, I had a lot of Arnold Palmer, Jack Nicklaus, Lee Jansen, who I've represented, and Chipper Jones with it. It was a great life. And this is Lee again, back over here, when he won the U.S. Open, 2 U.S. Opens. That's the 18th hole at Olympic Club in San Francisco when he won his 2nd U.S. Open. And for some reason, I put a picture of me just because I thought a picture of me would make me happy. All this room, turn around this way, all their books. I've read every one of these books 4 times. That's a joke, but it makes for a good story. We put these bookshelves in just because we so love books. Makes me happy. This and the sunroom downstairs are just about, they're 2 places that I wouldn't trade for anything.
That's Tommy at St. Andrews at the golf course in Scotland, standing on the bridge, on the famous bridge. Unfortunately, he wasn't playing in the British Open, but we at least were attending the British Open.
I was inside the ropes on that day with Ben Crane, and a guy named Tom Watson came up as we were getting ready to tee off and said, "You mind if I join you?" And Tom Watson, we got to walk 18 holes with him at St. Andrews, and that's 2010. That was 2010, and that was a great moment in my life. But it was spend those 4.5 hours with Tom Watson. They had changed they changed the tee box since the last time Tom was there, and he did not know which letter on the hotel to hit the tee shot over. So he had 16 golf balls that he numbered them and hit over all the different letters, trying to decide exactly where he should hit. That's the only shot he didn't know. Then we went out to the fairway and found each ball, and then he knew where he needed to hit from. This picture was made by Sport Magazine. They did a week in the life of a football recruiter, and that's my hand on my bags. Usually you put bags on your luggage just to give an idea how much we were traveling at that time. And then they did like a 12-page spread in Sport Magazine about spending a week with me, and it was really incredible. It was an incredible experience, and the writer that went with me was dead tired, and he's gonna go rest for a week. I had to start my next week the next day, and he had a full week the rest of it. He said he'd never do that again. This is when we were at Duke. Steve Sloan was the head coach, and I was assistant coach. We were on the sidelines, and with all my wisdom, Steve's asking me, should we go for it on 4th and 1 or punt? And I made the right decision. We went for it and made it. So this is also us on the sidelines at Duke. So these are all from Duke, that whole section right there. And I have a grandson playing at Duke right now, which is really even more special to us. They beat Clemson in the opening game and played good the other night against Notre Dame. And 2 national TV games. It's been a great experience. Wonderful.